Hello Internet, welcome back to our Magiclysm playthrough. Apparently we're very hungry and thirsty. In the last episode we harvested some solar panels, we cleared out a bank vault, and then we were frustrated at how we could not install solar panels into our vehicle, so that's not great. We're also running a bit low on perishable food. I harvested some stuff from the forest and then actually left it all back at the lab, which was pretty dumb because it'll be mostly rotten when we get back, I think. We've been eating, I think we were eating spinach primarily. Yeah, we have all this junk food. I really don't want to do junk food. Let's make some noodles. We probably do not have water here. Water. Of course. Jug. None. Gal. Apparently the bells are going. It must be 6 o'clock. So sorry if you hear bells in the background. So we have no means by which to harvest water. We don't have any gallon jugs. Okay, I mean, water in tin cans will just piss me off. I mean, glass jars, not good. 3-liter glass jar of pickled meat. Okay, let's drop our crap first of all, because we're carrying a bunch of stuff we don't need to be carrying, and it's taking up my inventory. I want to hang on to this weird binder that said about CBMs. I'm curious what's in that. Drop everything else, and we will... I would like to hang on to the soldering iron and the welder just in case, because I think they're the only ones we have left. We don't need the hacksaw anymore. Everything else looks okay. We'll reload the SIG as well. And we will now attempt to... We will pick up the jar of pickled meat. And we will eat this, and then when... Oh, it's a lot of portions. Okay, it's going to go bad really quick once we open it. 4 days shelf life? I mean, it's pickled. You would think it would last longer than that, but I just assumed because it was meat it would go really quick. So we'll just be eating this for the time being and drinking any perishable beverages. Man, we don't even have perishable beverages. We don't have really drinks here. We'll drink some soda and junk, I guess. And once we empty that jar of meat, we will use that to gather some water. So what do we want to do in this episode? We should probably grind our mechanics up to 4 so we can install some solar panels. I would like to head up and check out this town and loot some houses for food and beverages. But I think we want to put the solar panels on the vehicle first, just to give us a little bit more incoming charge. I mean, we have plenty of charge at the moment. It's not a pressing priority. We never did put this on a foldable thing. We could... Let's look at our craft menu first. P mechanics. Pipe rifles we can make. They just require planks and pipes and scrap metal. Oh no, because we don't have fine screwdriving. That's right, because the universe hates me. And for some reason you need fine screwdriving to make a pipe rifle. I mean, maybe you do. I don't know how you make a pipe anything in real life. And then that's all we have. That's all we can make. Everything else requires rubber hoses, which are not... I mean, they're not uncommon, but they're not as plentiful as... Really? I thought another one of these required... Maybe it was just the spear gun. Requires metal sawing, which we have. Heavy sticks, which we can get, or planks. We would get planks. Scrap metal we can get. Rubber hoses... 4 rubber hoses, I mean, is 4 refrigerators. Yeah, we're just going to go and explore this other town. It'd be nice to find a screwdriver set. I usually have a toolbox by now, but we spent our entire game in the lab, basically. Is this... Yep, straight, and then we'll have a right turn. Is that this right turn? Another solar vehicle? I didn't know you were over here. Let's just take a quick peek and see what... materials it has on it that we would want to harvest later. See what condition the solar panels are in. Terrible, broken, terrible, terrible. Awesome. I mean, again, we can harvest these for parts and then build our own solar panels. It also has 1 storage battery, which would be of some value, and 1 we could disassemble. Although, again, we have 4 in our vehicle, which is a combined... What is that? 127,000 battery charge, which is quite a lot. Mostly we need to get better solar on this vehicle. Zombie lunges at the iBot, but they dodge. Where is the iBot? I would like to kill an iBot. iBots can be disassembled for things. You're way over there. You guys go ahead and you just party on. I don't really want to deal with you. Here's this fire truck that we saw previously where we got our current equipment. Some random zombos, not really a concern. We're going to head up here. We're going to head over this way, and then we'll hit a couple houses. Maybe look into... Wasn't there a huge horde at the bus station? Maybe it wouldn't be smartest to go over here. Once we get eyes on it, we can kind of tell, you know, if we want to engage or not. Fishing pond is not interesting. Dump is not interesting. Clothing store means nothing to me. We have plenty of clothes. Hello, wolf. Not what are the zombie grim howlers? I was gonna call it a zombie wolf, but it's not. It's a regular old wolf, which we could use for meat. Again, there was a naked mole rat underground here as well. Demon spiderling. So these are a Magiclysm creature. Where are you? Oh, you're right there. These are a Magiclysm creature. Despite it being the size of a small dog, you can tell this is a very young spider. Its red color is why you gave it this name, which would be Demon Spiderling. You have never seen this creature before the Cataclysm. It is quick, and its large fangs drip with venom. I'm pretty sure these are not super scary. The problem is that they come generally with a big old scary mama type spider, which I saw on Vormithrax's stream and seemed really resilient, so we really don't want to engage them. Are we going north? We're going the wrong way. There's really nothing in evac shelters. We'll pop by just to see what is here, but yeah, I mean, it looks empty. Evac shelters are some of the most bland buildings in the game. You would think that they'd be a really great place to find stored foods and things in preparation for, you know, an apocalypse type situation. But the reality is that they don't. They have trash in them. Bottle of gin, sure. Tequila, sure. Lighter with 2 charges, no. More solar panels. Yeah, we should grab these because they'll be in good condition. I think they're in perfect condition when you harvest them from a roof like this, and the other ones we've been finding are not in the best shape. So we will head down here, and we will check the basement as well. A gas mask, I mean, I'm never going to wear it because of my eye encumbrance from the night vision goggles. But we'll take it. And then there shouldn't be anything in the basement. I think they stopped putting enemy spawns in the basements here a long time ago. Like this, you would just expect this to be filled with non-perishable food items and emergency supplies, flares, things like that. But there's not. There's literally an emergency blanket, an emergency jacket, and a gas mask. And that's it. And it's like, I get it. You know, it's a place that people tend to spawn in, especially when you're new in the game. So you don't want to overload it with supplies, but like, it's a government regulated emergency shelter. It would have bottled water. It would have food just by nature of it being an evac shelter. So, yeah, never liked that. Always hated that. Would be an easy change to make in the Jason. I just don't know if anyone wants that change to be made. Looking at some other things to do with Cataclysm. Right now I'm trying so hard to catch up with my recordings that I don't really have time to do anything. But I have an idea. Man, this house is just full of baseballs and stuff. Interesting. Bandages will take. Nothing. I guess people are just now moving into this house. Are they having a yard sale? Maybe they're having a yard sale. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. So that's pretty cute. Yeah, looks like they're having a yard sale. That's interesting. Bayonet manual, we have one. Pitching a tent, I don't think we have. We do have. Dandelion wine, pine needle tea. Well, whether we have it or not, I mean, we obviously have one somewhere, but being able to make pine needle tea is something I've been really frustrated about not having. And dandelion tea, same thing. So we will grab those because they're sources of health. Pocket watch, no. Bayonet manual, we definitely already have, and I'm not interested in at the moment. Arm guards we have, I believe. In fact, I know we do because we're wearing arm guards and elbow pads. And then that's just basic clothing. Let's check the boxes. Rubber boots. No. You came here for food, and of course there's no food. Looks like maybe they're moving out and they're trying to sell the remnants of what they don't feel like carrying with them. We see a crawling zombie. There's some of the horde. Let's look at the horde and see. Mostly basic zombies, not really a concern. Arm warmers. Union suit is a big source of... Oh, I thought they were leather. One-piece suit of a full-body long underwear. Oh, maybe I'm confusing that with some other suit. But yeah, basically nothing in this house. A little disappointing. We kind of don't want to be firing our gun because of the enormous horde. One of these houses. I've seen these before. And where they have like their bedroom is like a barracks almost with many, many beds. Usually when I find these, they're full of child zombies. Because it's like, I always assumed it was like an orphanage or something. But that doesn't seem to be the case here. So I'm not sure why so many people are living in one bedroom. We should really be turning on our amp goggles when we're just wandering around like this. It's the house with the flag, Bible, and quiver. Not super interesting. There's the horde proper. No one has spotted me. Very basic zombies. We could easily deal with them with our SIG. I don't know if it's worth clearing out all that density. I imagine there's nothing there. Maybe some vending machines. Apple will take. Clean water will take. Protein shake we will definitely take. We eat the apple while we're here. And we're still sated and hydrated. We don't want to eat or drink anymore. Yeah. Yep. Thought about recording some World of Warcraft, but honestly, my time is being consumed with trying to catch up. Oh, yeah, I was saying there's some changes I would like to make to Cataclysm, specifically about the way CBMs are generated on corpses, reorganizing them into what I consider more sensible groups. I was thinking, I'm hesitant to talk about it because I have so much other stuff to do that I don't know if I'll get around to doing it, and I don't want to, tell people I'm going to do it and then not do it because people will be mad at me, I guess. But Sim, I'm going to start calling another simulacrum Sim because I keep mentioning that individual and it's like, it's too many syllables. Another simulacrum. Too many syllables in your name, man. Frankly, it's rare that I meet people who have a longer name than TheMurderUnicorn. So I'm just going to call them Sim. But Sim and I had talked about CBMs just briefly, and I got to, thinking about it, and I thought, well, if we break them down into CBMs that require charge and CBMs that don't require charge, like CBMs that are just utility stuff, like, what do we have on our body? So, like, cranial flashlight would be a CBM that requires a battery charge to use, versus something like the I guess the surgical scalpel one probably doesn't require power. I think it's just that you literally have scalpels in your fingers. And so if I broke them down into powered and not powered, then I could break the groups down even further so that if a creature is spawned with powered CBMs, they would most likely have a power storage CBM in their body and a means by which to recharge it. And then if they're apparently they saw me, which is fine. Not a lot of them, actually. If we start shooting, they're going to come over here. Do we even care? Because we've shot before and they've mostly ignored us even when we were shooting. We'll just shoot them because I don't care. Am I in a light square? I am in a light square. That's my mistake. With the night vision goggles, can't really tell where the light is and where the light isn't all the time. Let him get close and see if we can put him down. No? Okay. Thought we could get him in one. And then if a monster is generated with a powerless CBM, then we don't need to generate a battery storage CBM. And that way we could add a little bit more diversity to... If we nested the groups, I don't know how to explain what I want to do. Basically, I think it would be a nice improvement to the way CBMs are generated. It would make you more likely to find storage batteries and charger CBMs. And then we could just refactor the groups from there. Nothing scary here. What's this town look like? Oh, I think we dropped our binoculars a long time ago. I forgot to keep them in our inventory. Crap. Okay. So we're not going to get to see as much of this town as I would like. Hospital is like the worst building to try and clear. Hate that there's a hospital here, unfortunately. It's going to generate literally like 1,000, I would estimate, about 1,000 zombies. And they're going to smash everything inside, so it's not like people say, like, oh, I need an auto dock, I'll go to the hospital. Don't do that. Go to a lab. The monster density in the hospital is enormous, and they're going to smash all the furniture and crap anyway. And so you're going to have to sift through thousands of broken shelving units and beds and things like that. It's not worth it at all. Hospitals need to be reworked in a real bad way. The only thing that I can even think of that rivals the hospital for monster density is the ground floor of the mall, which at least that got a second floor and reworked a little bit with item spawns, making it a little bit valuable to go to a mall, whereas a hospital, I would just never ever go to a hospital. There's no, I've overstated it already. There's nothing there for me. So we'll check this house. They're going to come over here and we will start picking them off. We'll check this side of things, but we're not going to go over to, it's just a garden. We're not even going to go up here. Veterans of Foreign Wars. This is a VFW. It's interesting. Never seen that in a game before. Always nice to see new locations. I wish that did not pop up while aiming. I don't know if there's a setting for that. I was just complaining about that in a previous episode. If there is a setting, I don't know what it is. So, not going to worry about that right now. Yeah, just trying to catch up on recording. So I'm trying to build a backlog as well. So like, if you comment something and I don't respond, or if I don't make changes to my gameplay or anything like that, it's just because I haven't really seen that yet. I record in batches and try to build up a backlog. So don't take it personal. I do try to respond to comments when they merit response. You know, sometimes people just give pointers and it's not really required for me to respond. It's just a pointer, you know. So it's like, I don't usually respond to those, but that doesn't mean I don't read them. I do. Do we need a laptop for anything? We'll take a laptop. And we can't kill these in one critical, so we'll just put him down. Okay, I would imagine that about does it for that particular horde. A couple brainless that don't really know where they're going. I gave them good hearing. Maybe I don't know why they're tracking over here so slowly when they have good hearing, but polish off the cop zombie. These guys, I think, have slightly lower HP than the average zombie. I don't remember how much HP I gave them. Not very much, because they're pathetic and weak and already damaged from a previous incident, so not really an issue. Smash all the corpses. Empty cell phone, another laptop. 2 small storage batteries. I mean, we have most of these parts already. I guess we'll take it. Who cares? Same with the smartphone. It's like the smartphone yields some important stuff, but like not really enough to merit me taking it with me. Another Kevlar vest, which we really don't need. And a listener corpse. And there we see some of the monster density from inside of the hospital. The hospitals also tend to generate some of the scarier monsters, or they used to. I imagine after the evolution rework, they were reduced considerably. But like the last time I was in a hospital was probably... Oh, you've followed me very far. I guess we'll kill you. Last time I was in a hospital, there were like 3 necromancers in one clump. And I was like, man, why am I even here? You know? So, just needs a little bit of rework. I would like to see hospitals get reworked into a more reasonable hospital type layout, like the island prison. If you look at the old style prison, it doesn't really have the best layout in the world, but the new style prison on the island has a much more actual prison-y type, situated, has the towers, has fencing, has armory, all that kind of stuff. I would like to see that same thing happen with hospitals. I would like to see them be multiple floors where the ground floor is mostly reception, and then you work up to patient rooms, and then you have like radiology and pharmacies located in different areas, things like that. I think would be really nice for Cataclysm. With hordes now that there's a push feature in the game, they mostly just stumble over top of each other over and over and over. So like here's a big cluster. As they try to move in the same direction as there is already a zombie, they're going to push that zombie over and they're going to fall down. And that's what we're seeing. If we look at our message log, that's what we're seeing here in the... Come on, mouse. I got a new wireless mouse, so now I have to click anytime I want to use my mouse. You see all these messages about zombies trying to climb to their feet, things like that. It's because they're pushing each other over. And that makes hordes a lot less potent in my experience. They'll mostly stay in the same area, repeatedly falling over one another, which is what our message log is exclusively at the moment. Go ahead and shoot this thing. I think they have relatively low hit points. Crash, they're probably destroying buildings up there. But that's about all they're going to do. I'm not really worried about the horde. So we're just going to move this way and see what else is in this town. Railway station. We could go kill the naked mole rat. I just don't know what I would do with all the meat. It's just going to mostly go bad, I think. What is our... We're at normal weight again. We could stand to eat more calories. A lot of monster density in this little town. A dump. Okay. What else do we have? A regional school. I mean, schools have a lot of books. Again, a lot of monster density on the ground floor of a school. If I were smart, we would probably head in there to look for books, especially because we're kind of stuck with mechanics at the moment. But if we go in there, it's going to eat up 2 or 3 episodes of the series. I do think we want to go in there. It's going to be traveling over there during the daylight. There's going to be a lot of density that's going to come out to meet us. What are you? You look weird. What are you? X. Still wearing the tattered remnants of improvised armor and weaponry, it is plain to see that this zombie was once a survivor like you. So it's a survivor zombie. It looks like a female. You need to reload. Well, then reload. Ignore. You were attacked. Why? Oh, I guess we are putting 1 bullet at a time in the clip. Where's the clip? Why didn't it reload? Okay, well that's irritating. You would expect that if you get interrupted mid-reload, you would have a partially reloaded clip. That does not seem to be the case. It seems to be an all-or-nothing situation. Really don't want to engage them in melee, and I don't want to use my battle rifle rounds when we have all this 5.56. So what we're going to do is come over here. Maybe we'll duck underground for the time being while we reload and get our weapons sorted. It's going to draw some of the other horde to us, but that's not really a big deal. Herd crash. Ignore. Reload the Stanag mag. I should have brought a secondary magazine with us, but I just didn't expect this kind of monster density. I expected it to be a lot less zombies. Where'd you come from? Crawling zombie. No. Ignore. Shoot. Shoot. Smash. Ignore. Ignore. Anything on you? Not really. We're going to head this way. Man, you're fast. Okay, so we're going to sprint to get away from it. You hear a terrible shriek. Someone told me that the survivor zombies shriek. Maybe that's what we're hearing. Ignore. So irritating that I have to constantly ignore to aim. Put that down. They'll trickle to us even if the whole horde was alerted to us. They're not going to all make it all the way over here. They're going to slowly trickle in. Kill that. Let this thing get close enough that we can shoot it. Pretty much guaranteed to kill it. Smash, smash, smash. Ignore. You would think also that survivor zombies have CBMs, but I don't think that they do. It would be nice if they... Maybe they do? Maybe we should dissect it just to see. See, like that zombie child trickled over here from the horde, but has now lost sight of us and doesn't really know what to do. We'll try butchering it, but we're just going to get interrupted as soon as something approaches us. Or maybe not. Okay. I don't think they have CBMs in them. You would think that they would because they're survivors like us. But I don't really think that they do. You discover only damaged organs. So again, I don't think that they have CBMs. They definitely should. That's something I'll keep in mind if I do go and refactor the groups. Again, like I talked to Sim about it, and then I'm so hesitant to be like, yeah, I'm going to do that. Because then if I don't follow through, everybody knows I didn't follow through. This gives us fine screwdriving. I forgot that we did pick up multi-tools over the course of the game. So that would allow us to craft raise our mechanics. So if we look at P mechanics, these just required fine screwdriving, and we can get fine metal sawing from the hacksaw, I believe, or maybe not. Maybe we need a circ saw or something, but I don't think we do. I think hacksaw has fine metal sawing, or some of the knives that we've picked up over the course of the game should have something. Somewhere has fine metal sawing. I feel very confident. Skeletal Brute is kind of scary because I think they're pretty bullet resistant. Where is there a Skeletal Brute? Skeletal Brute, northeast. Distorted outgrowths of calcified bone plates cover this zombie's rotten skin. Joints and cracks around its body ooze with black goo. Okay, it is migrating towards us. I'm not sure why they're all migrating towards us. We haven't fired in this area, but I'm also not really worried about it. Skeletal Brute by far is the scariest thing we've seen in a little while. Maybe the Kevlar zombies count, I don't know. But we'll see about dealing with that as it approaches. Ignore. Yes. Oh, it was a little exploder. And he had a baseball bat on him, which is, again, can be used to make the nail bat, which is pretty good. So here I'm concerned that, okay, it takes plenty of damage. I was going to say I think maybe it is resistant to this particular type of damage, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So nice and easy, put them down, not a big deal. We'll come over here, smash them as the other zombies approach, and we will kill the kid zombies again. And I think, I don't know if I want to explore the school or not, especially now that we found, I don't know where the other corpse was. You hear glass shattering. Well, I think I broke something. Compression shorts. What are you, cop zombie? Okay, put this guy down. I'm sure it's not very exciting to watch me shoot things over and over and over, but I'm having fun with it because I don't usually get to do this. So we can craft raise our mechanics, or we can plow into the school to look for books. Either way, the school is going to have a lot of really good books, particularly up on the 3rd floor where the library is. This is where we found our forging books in the last in the Apartment Rat series. And it would be super nice to find the forging books because that would give us a reason to raise our fab even further, and then we could manufacture steel arm guards, things like that. Fab is by far the easiest skill, in my opinion, to raise. So, yeah, I feel like we should definitely head into the school. It's not really what I planned to be doing. I planned to do a little vehicle work and then head back to the labs, but I do think we want to hit this school. So probably in the next couple episodes, we will be moving into the school. For now, though, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, maybe consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I, of course, will be back with more Cataclysm content every single day of the week. See you in the next episode.